some agencies are just on point. Like, I know this agency, I'm not going to mention their name. Like, you can call them in the morning that you're a nurse in wherever country and then you want to come to the UK to work. By afternoon, they would have booked your flight and then you'll be here working already. Like, some agents, I'm exaggerating though, but like some agencies are fast. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Once again, my name is Nanya Griselda. I'm a proud Ghanaian and a UK registered nurse. So first of all, I just want to say a very big thank you to you guys for your genuine support with my first video. In less than 2 days, I had 1,000 views. We had 1,000 views. Thank you for all those who shared, those who commented, those who liked the video. I was so excited. I was just so happy. Like, I was like, yo, really? Like, yo. And I looked over at my subscriber count and it was way less than half than the number of views. Guys, please subscribe. I need that motivation to know that like there are people waiting on me to drop another video, waiting on me to give them more information about this whole process. So kindly subscribe. And guys, please don't be like my mom. My mom called me asking me when I was going to drop my next video. Then I told her, oh, soon. She's like, hurry up, I want to subscribe. I'm like, Mom, did you not subscribe when I posted the first video? She says, I did. I subscribed twice. And then I'm like, oh my God, she has unsubscribed. Guys, kindly tap on the subscribe button once. Don't be like her. Do not subscribe and unsubscribe. All right. So following, the first video I posted, if this is your first time watching me, I'm starting this whole thing is a series where I want to inspire young guys, young girls, nursing students, nurses in Africa, the Caribbean and Asia, who are interested in coming to work as nurses here in the UK. So following the first video I posted, I got loads of comments and then I got loads of likes and then everything. So I got this comment from a lady, I believe she's from Zambia. Pardon me if I'm looking down, I need to read the exact comment. And then she says, hey, I'm sure you get these messages all the time, so I'm just gonna get to my questions. And then there's a laugh emoji. How long have you been in the UK? And which agency did you use? Also, how long did the whole process take? All right, so I did answer her when she sent the message, but I'm just going to tackle one of the questions in this video. I'm going to talk about how long does the whole process take. So girl, this is for you and this is for anybody else who is interested in knowing how long the whole process takes. First of all, I'm going to talk about some factors that can affect the whole process. And then secondly, I'm going to show you how long it took me to complete the whole process and get my UK license. Then we'll talk about, in an ideal situation, looking at the current procedure, how long it should take you, all things being equal, all things being right. So there are several factors that can affect how long the process takes. I'm going to tackle some of them. First of all is simply uncontrollable factors, like things that are beyond our control. For instance, is this whole COVID-19 pandemic situation at the moment. I'm sure most test centers have closed, and then like for instance in Philippines, their government has put a ban on, people traveling to the UK to work as nurses at the moment, like deployment. So all these things are beyond our control. So when you're planning your things, you just have to be patient and know that some of these things can happen. Who knew we're going to be like this? In 2020. Again, as you, the individual, your current situation and your motivation and everything. In my time, I was jobless and desperate. I had no kids to take care of. I was not married. So like I was breathing, eating and everything, the whole process. Like if you're an in charge at work, you have loads of responsibilities at work. When you get home, you have children to take care of, you have a husband, you have a home to manage. All those things can affect how much time you're able to put in the process and how much like dedication and motivation you have. So bear in mind, again, it's the issue of money. As you all know, like almost every stage like requires some form of money. So like even sitting of the test, if you have to research, you have to pay more money to sit again. And then, you have to pay money for the eligibility stage, your completion of registration process stage. Everything involves some form of money. And I know people who have gone through all those stages, they're done, but, they owe their government, so they can't travel because they're supposed to work for a certified number of years for their government. Like for instance in Ghana, people who went to nursing training and took allowances from school and they have to pay like this huge amount of money before they're allowed to travel out of the country. So all these things can affect the situation. So bear in mind, it's a test. This whole process involves 3 tests: the OSCE, the CBT, and then the IELTS. If you pass on the first try, that's good for you. If you do not pass, and then you have to resit and then do another one, the whole process of preparing for even the reset, the whole process of even booking, because sometimes you're ready, you're fully prepared, but there's no slots for you to book. So all these things take time. And again, is the issue of the institutions and the bodies that we need. You need references from your training institution or the nursing council in your country. Some of these bodies take so much time to respond to the NMC or to give you what you need. So please, my advice is give them gentle reminders as time goes on. First of all, let them know like you've used their details and that they'll be contacted by the NMC of UK. And also, as the process goes on, just gently remind them before they get pissed. Give them gentle reminders, kindly let them know so that you're good. Again, is the agency and the employer. Some agencies are just on point. Like, I know this agency, I'm not going to mention their name. Like, you can call them in the morning that you're a nurse in wherever country and then you want to come to the UK to work. By afternoon, they would have booked your flights and then you'll be here working already. Like, some agencies, I'm exaggerating though, but like some agencies are fast. So good. So the agencies and then the employers as well. Some employers will take forever to get you your certificate of sponsorship. In fact, they'll take forever to arrange for an interview with you, and then it'll take them forever, even after you pass the interview, to get you your offer letter or to get you your certificate of sponsorship. Some agencies and some employers will now be asking for your vaccination from birth and some plenty documents. I dealt with 2 agencies and 2 different employers, and I chose the one that was fast because I was desperate. I'll give you more detail about agencies in another video that I will do, so kindly subscribe. So all these things take time. And another thing is the NMC of UK. The eligibility stage takes 14 days, and then the completion or the registration process stage also takes about 35 days. If you should make a mistake, they'll get back to you to provide more information or further information, and that as well can take some time. So all these things can affect the process. So my advice to you guys is, if you're yet to start the process, be dedicated, be motivated, but also be patient and give your referees or whatever gentle reminders. But kindly make sure you have all the evidences ready. That way, all that will be required of you is submit, upload, and then you just be done. If you have to, now go and do your IELTS when you get to this stage, now go and do this when you get to this stage, it can affect the whole situation. If you go to the NMC website, you can request for a checklist. I'm going to put a sample of the checklist here, and the checklist, they'll let you answer some questions prior, and then they'll give you like a whole list of things that they are likely to ask you to provide. So that way you have an idea, and then you make sure they're all ready before you even start the process, and that can speed up the process, and that can give you a peace of mind. Now let's talk about how long it took moi to get fully registered. So I joined this WhatsApp group through a link that somebody sent me on WhatsApp, and then apparently it was a CBT study group. So the lady, it was a Nigerian number, so I got into contact with the admin of the group, and then she told me she's working for this agency in the UK. So she got me in contact with the agency, and then they booked for an interview. Yes, I had not passed my IELTS, I had not passed my CBT. They just booked for an interview. So I did the interview on 24th May, but before then they made me, I created an NMC online account on 18th of May 2018, and then they booked for an interview for me on 24th of May 2018. Then the very next day, that's 25th of May, they told me I had passed the interview, and then I was now motivated to run my IELTS. So I booked for my IELTS, and I sat for my IELTS on 30th June 2018. God being so good, I passed my IELTS at the very first try. So kindly subscribe if you're yet to write your IELTS. I'm going to share the materials I used and then how I passed my IELTS at my very first try. So kindly subscribe. And I wrote my CBT on 27th, I believe, of July. So, my time, you had to, physically post some things to the NMC and then also gather loads of documents. So I was able to submit everything by 17th of August 2018. In between, people were scaring me like, care homes are dangerous, care homes are bad, you don't have to go to a care home, blah, blah, blah. Because my employer that I was dealing with was a care home company. So like now I was scared of going to a care home. So I got another agency, and I got another employer. So they organized another interview for me on the 16th of August. By 17th, the very next day, they told me I had passed the interview. NMC of UK contacted me on 26th of September, can you imagine, 2020. And then they said I needed to provide more information. I made a mistake. They asked me to send my transcript and I sent a photocopy instead of an original. So by these days, actually, you're all good because they don't ask for, the documents anymore. You just upload. And then my agency was fast at the time without my decision letter, just because I had passed the IELTS and the CBT. They just got me my COS. My employer was very fast. They just got me my work permits even before I heard from NMC. So they got me my COS on the 2nd of October. And on the 3rd of October, that's the very next day, which is my birthday, as if NMC knew that I had gotten my COS, they just gave me my decision letter the very next day. That was really good. It took my people a while to get my visa, and then they did not apply for my visa like priority. They just did standard. So that also took a while. Long and short of it all, I arrived in the UK on the 19th of November. I'm going to put a picture with a date, so you guys should just check the dates as I'm talking. And then my employer again was really fast. When I got to the UK, the next day I started OSCE lessons. Can you just imagine? I started OSCE lessons, and then I started for my OSCE, I think on the 9th of January, and on 10th my results were out, and I got my PIN the very same day that I got my results. Looking at the whole situation at the moment, how long it's going to take you. First of all, because of the COVID, we are all restricted. So let's hope, but God being so good, things are easing up a bit, things are getting better a bit. So use this time to prepare your evidences, pass the necessary, prepare for the test, pass the test, and then once the whole COVID thing is out and the borders get opened, you can, just come. So, okay, now, so how long should it take you in this current, situation at the moment with this whole new process? Eligibility stage should take you 14 days. That's what the NMC says, right? So let's say you do the eligibility, that's 14 days, and then you take 1 month to prepare and sit for your IELTS, and all things being equal, you pass your IELTS at the first try. Let's say you take another 1 month to prepare, book, and sit for your CBT, and all things being equal, you pass your CBT. And let's say now you have to wait for the whole NMC registration process to get your decision letter. So that is another 35. Then now you have to wait for your agency to, book and all those agency things, booking for an interview and getting your COS and all that. Let's say they all take 30 days. Approximately, you should be here in 4 to 6 months. If you check mine, it took me about 7 months to get here, because I sat for my IELTS on 30th June and I got here in November. And I wrote my OSCE on the 9th of January 2019. So it took me about 7 to 8 months to get here. But my process was different. Now NMC process is shorter, so it's good for you guys. So about 4 to 6 months is enough to get you here. That's all I want to say. So kindly use this time to prepare for your evidences, get a checklist from the NMC, and then do it. So guys, thank you for watching. Bye.